Hey, welcome to the second course video for the song Careful from NF and Cordae. I'm musically malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. In these videos, we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. So let's get in, see what's going on with this song. All right, a little information here. In this track, NF and featured Maryland-born rapper Cordae trade verses, talking about how they've learned the importance of taking risks to get where they are today. NF mainly raps about how he is grateful for his life and he does not regret anything he has done as a music artist. Cordae raps about how he always feels as if he needs to protect himself and how he's not at the top yet. The choir melody samples Tech Nine's February 2023 track titled Tell Everyone. That's cool. All right, there's a live performance that is up on Patreon. Have NF and Cordae collaborated before? No, this is their first time. All right, let's get up into the lyrics. Stun on me, you get exposed. I don't want to pick, then I buy both. Doesn't go plat, it'll go gold. I'm curious about this. I don't want to pick, then I buy both. I mean, obviously I know what it means buying both, but what's the context in not picking? Here NF is stating he doesn't need to pick between buying one thing or another. He has enough. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Understand. Okay. So the idea is like we've made it far enough that if we don't want to pick between something, we can buy both. A little bit of a flex. Doesn't go plat, it'll go gold, which obviously is him just saying like if it doesn't reach all the way to platinum, it'll at least go gold. Referring to certification for album units sold. Going platinum refers to a single album sold 1 million units. Gold is when an album or single hits 500,000 units. So he's like, it's going to be successful one way or the other. Keep it up front. I don't tiptoe. I be at the house trying to lay low, ducking and dodging the promo, which obviously is just the idea of kind of his, not secret, but like that he kind of just shows up, does his thing for a little while, and then likes to be somewhat, out of the scene. NF references J. Cole's rooftop photo where he's been seen sitting on the edge of his childhood home's roof. The photo was used as the album cover for his breakout album 2014 Forest Hills Drive. 7 years after 2014 Forest Hills Drive, J. Cole returned to the roof for a photo shoot as part of a collaboration between himself, Puma, and Foot Locker. Okay, that's cool because obviously it shows this progression, right, of the success that he's made. So I'm sure that that's obviously a tie-in, not just with the picture, but also pointing to the success. Thinking about how I'm so thankful. Subpar songs, I don't make those. Look at that car I paid for. Looking at my life, I'm grateful. Hating on me, that's hateful. You know I hit what I aim for. Talk about risk, I take those. Didn't get here being careful. And that's true, A lot of times to be successful, whatever your definition of success is, it requires risk. Talk about risks, I take those. I take though. Millionaire still ride with the Draco. I don't know what that is. Okay, gotcha. Draco semi-automatic pistol based off the AK-47. Cordae feels that even though he's rich and famous, he still does not feel safe and needs to protect himself regardless. Song Careful shares the same beat with Tech Nine Tell Everyone. Considering this resemblance, it wouldn't be a reach to say the Draco bar is a reference to another Tech Nine song, Take Your Halo, Hit You With the Draco. The similarity is clearly visible. Both lines go as with a Draco. Courtside at the game, Jumbotron got my name on it. That's how a typical day goes. I just left Nigeria, Lagos. I've just met Kanye, Yezos. Yezos? I know it's Yee. Did he go by the Yezos at some point too, or is he just trying to rhyme Lagos? Is this like a nice place? More reclusive lifestyle while maintaining the track's theme of unexpected success. The international reference to Lagos creates global context rarely found. This stylistic difference highlights why the collaborator, blah, blah, blah. I just am curious. Lagos, Nigeria's largest city and economic hub, is a bustling, densely populated metropolis on the Atlantic coast, a premier center for finance, culture, entertainment. It drives 30% of Nigeria's GDP, known for intense traffic, vibrant nightlife, eclectic markets. It merges high-end areas like Victoria Island with widespread urban, often impoverished surroundings. So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that there's like nice stuff there, and the idea that he can travel internationally. Yeezus, another nickname for Kanye. It's a nickname for him because it sounds like the name Jesus. But is that how he spelled Yeezus? Could be a reference to the song Kanye West, Follow God. I don't know why when I heard Yeezus that it probably had an F or a U in it. Excuse me. Okay, he does spell it this way, but obviously he's trying to tie it in with Lagos. So, well played, sir. I was talking to God about what's real or what's not. All he said was remain faithful. Okay, I get it. I got it. I'm with it. I'm about it. My crib is exotic. I'm blessed. Hey. We live in chaotic, was high off narcotics, but that's when my life was a mess. We come from the bottom, we still at the bottom. I get high to relieve the stress. I don't think y'all got the message. Okay, well now I'm trying to think maybe I didn't, because he's kind of saying like he got out of that lifestyle. I think maybe he's talking about like getting high in the sense of success to relieve the stress, because I don't think y'all got the message is maybe pointing to that he's not really about substance abuse anymore. This says this could be a double entendre for the word high. In this line, it can be used as high as in get a high from drugs. It can be used as high in his fame charts. He uses music and his talents to relieve his stress. The first bottom in the line is meaning underground or not a recognized artist or start from nothing, then get to the top. The second bottom in the line means they aren't done and this is only the beginning for them. Okay, that's cool. Layers. This world is built off misconceptions. Talking about greed, talking about envy, talking about money, then we talking about plenty. Talking about dollars, are we talking about pennies? Talking about drinking, then we talking about Henny. What are we talking about? Lost souls at a crossroads, money coming in large loads. I've been crossed, so my heart cold. That's all we know. And then we've got the chorus. Verse 2. Called up my dad and I told him, I got you. You want to retire? Then do it. You're good. Called up my grandma and told her it's time to move out of the basement. Let's get you a crib. Called up my manager, told him get ready. It's about to get busy. This record is. Called up to God and I asked him, you watching my back? He ain't say nothing back, but I heard what he said. I loved this line. Let's see what this says. He is saying that he asked God if he was watching his back, and God responded metaphorically with his wealth. This is implied in the next line. When you see how I'm living, the answer is obvious, ain't it? Oh, okay. When you go from poverty-stricken and stressing about buying the groceries to not even having to look at the total, you know you've been blessed, saying he's blessed by God because God gave him wealth. Which I know, NF wouldn't subscribe to the idea that like anytime you call out to God or anytime you're like that, God always answers in wealth. I feel like there's also probably the side in that too, like I mentioned a little bit in the React, that you don't necessarily hear God's audible voice, but you consents when he answers, but obviously, yeah, I didn't really see the play rolling into the next section of him seeing, like, I feel like I've seen the results of it. When honestly, like, he's worked hard and he's been a person of character, stayed out of the foolishness. So when you see how I'm living, the answer's obvious, ain't it? When you go from poverty, stricken and stressing about buying the groceries, to not even having to look at the total, you know you've been blessed. Yes, truth. Sharing the wealth ain't no point in me keeping this all to myself. There you go too. That's true wealth. I ain't taking this money with me to my grave. Yeah, I might as well bless all the people I love. We talking about making a difference. I'm making one. Talking about risks. I've been taking them. Talking about dreams. I've been chasing them. Talking about lives. I've been changing them. Talking about family. Don't play with them. That's a line you don't cross, no. Low blows. Can't respect those. Got to keep the loved ones close. That's all we know. Then the repeated chorus. Oh man, great one from both of them. Love the little wordplay things in there as well. And yeah, NF has definitely taken the risks and worked his butt off to get where he is. So respect to him. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you in the next one. It's reading good.